Back in December, this colony of cats was eating out of the grease trap at a grocery store, and being fed at random by locals who saw the kitties running around. When we trapped them, I think it was the week after Christmas, these guys were all super skinny. I believe Olly was the smallest cat out of the bunch. But Olly, today we found out, was his teeth are showing that has been more than 6 months old. He's probably 8 months old, which means Tux is probably 8 months old. But his body size and his weight made him look at least 2 to 3 months younger than he really was. Olly was the smallest cat in the colony. There were a few stresses that, one of the things that can trigger FIP to start that mutation or whatever is stress, kind of like feline herpes, where, stress can aggravate the immune system. So Olly was neutered in December. In October, it was cold. One of the other cats in the colony has horrible conjunctivitis. So, they spread disease like crazy. And then February 3rd, I trapped him and Tux and brought them home. And that's, stress of a new environment is a factor. I had them on lysine, and I fed them as much as they would eat whenever they would eat, until I started doing a little bit of food withholding to help with socialization. And Olly was super food motivated. I mean, I think you guys remember before he got sick, I literally had him sitting on my lap, eating out of my hand. I was pulling him up closer and closer. I could get him to eat from like this space. And, like the food withholding, he was eating in front of me. So, that was a little bit stressful, but he wasn't being starved or anything. When he came in, the boys were 6 pounds and 7 pounds. But Olly was already sick when he came in. And I just, I wouldn't have seen it. I had no reason to know other than, oh, they've been stressed out, he's sneezing. That's just what happens with cats when they come into a shelter environment, have, big change like this. 2 weeks ago, he started to get discoloration in his nose. He had, mucus discharge from sneezing, and it started to turn green and brown, so we started treating him with amoxicillin. The discoloration went away, so we fought off whatever bacterial component there was there, but he got more snotty, and then he got congested, and so we switched to Clavamox, and around that time his appetite diminished. Well, it diminished when we were on Amoxi. You want me to pet you? I can pet you. Yes, I can. And as soon as he stopped eating, don't nibble on my thumb. As soon as he stopped eating, I knew right away, as soon as he stopped licking the baby food from my fingers, that something was up. And that night I started syringe feeding, and he was not a fan. And he was still 5.5, so that's when I found out he was 5.5 pounds. But from Wednesday to Friday, he was still 5.5 pounds. At the vet, he weighed 2.65 kilograms. He hadn't had a fever until Friday. He was like 102 off and on. Friday, he was 103.7. We started him on doxycycline that day, an appetite stimulant, sub-Qs, and syringe feeding. But his congestion was not improving. He still was not eating on his own. He was so congested. Syringe feeding was just horrible, awful. And we started adding a couple other things Sunday night to help with congestion. I don't remember what they were. Oh, and I got the antiviral at that point, was able to increase it, but he started declining really rapidly. His fever was like 103.7 to 104 throughout the weekend, and then I don't know if it was just a random spike, but when I thought that the thermometer was not functioning properly, it read 105.7 and then all these different numbers, but his fever was consistently creeping up just like a tenth of a degree, a little bit at a time. In the last couple of days, his fever was 104 consistently, and then Monday night it spiked up to 105. And you know, he should be getting better at that point, and he wasn't. And despite all of these methods that we're using to reduce his congestion, his fever, he continued to get worse. His fever got worse. His congestion would not let up. I mean, the nebulizer treatment last night, I was so excited, and this morning, like, he didn't eat anything or even drink anything overnight at all. And there's barely any urine in his box. And this morning, after I changed it, he had like 2 tiny little spurts. And like looking back, you know, that's kind of a sign that his kidneys are not functioning as they should. So having, you know, been nervous about all of this, I scheduled an appointment with one of Meow's favorite vets, and he did a very thorough exam. He had conjunctivitis. He noticed that he had inflammation behind his eye. That his eyes were cloudy, so there's like protein floating in the fluid of his eye. When he was palpating his abdomen, he noticed that the kidney was enlarged, and I requested that he do some imaging. And when the imaging came back, they said that his liver was very enlarged, and they were noticing some yellowish tinge to his gums, his ears. I mean, really faint, but basically an enlarged liver plus a yellowish tinge means he was starting to go into liver failure. And he had enlarged kidneys. And we know he was suffering. The vet talked to me a little bit about it presenting as FIP. I was looking at the website today, and looking back, I mean, I'm seeing all of this, just plain as day now. Feline infectious peritonitis. Peritonitis, I think, means kidney infection. It's a mutated form of a common virus, and he was presenting as the dry, non-effusive form. He had a very small amount of fluid building up in his abdomen, but he was presenting with kidney and liver failure. I don't know if you recall seeing him, but he would, you know, just be sitting here, and then he would just kind of wobble, like his head a little bit, just kind of wobble. And it didn't seem like a seizure to me, but that could have been neurologic dysfunction. Ocular disease is another thing, and so the cloudiness in his eyes. We could have done a blood test to look at, you know, the titer, but I mean, everything was pointing at it. Anyway, I had been thinking for a couple days that this was not really a life for Olly. He has not been playing at all. I actually separated him from Tux because Tux wanted to play and Olly did not. And he was mad about it. He just wanted to be left alone. He's pushing his brother away. And I didn't want him to suffer anymore. I didn't want him to, you know, spend another week being poked and prodded and, you know, forced to eat, forced to take pills, forced to do all of these things. I mean, he was dying. And so the vet brought up his recommendation of euthanasia. Something I could kind of sense was coming since Monday. And you might have heard me talking about that on the phone. And he was put to sleep. We were literally doing everything we could to support him, and he lost 3/4 of a pound in less than a week on a whole can of AD a day. That's like 1,100 calories. Cats need like 400 calories a day or something. His urine output was horrible. He didn't even interact with Tux. He didn't meow to him. He didn't purr. He didn't do anything. I'm just glad that he didn't die in the cold. It was really cold last week. Glad that he didn't die at the hands of, you know, or at the torture of a predator. I mean, he still kind of thought we were predators, but he would make eye contact with me. And he did like chin scratches, ear scratches. He didn't really purr, but he liked them. And he liked his bed. I brought this back. This is the bed I took with me. Took him in with me today to the vet. So this is my gift to Tux about Olly. So that's what happened today. Hi. Hi. You're so precious. Your brother's gone. Yeah, he's gone. But now we can snuggle. You don't have to hear me stressing him out all the time. What? Oh, you nibbled and you licked. You want some more scratches? Yeah. Oh. He just pulled my hand back to him. He didn't want me to stop scratching. Yeah. That's really cute. It's a terribly awkward position though, okay? Oh, he's grooming me. What a good boy. Don't bite me. Can't promise I won't react. Okay. I'll give you scratches. Alright, I'm starting to read I'm gonna come back here. There. Every time I pull my hand away, he's like, don't stop scratching me. Play with me. Love me. I need you. Love me. You want me to love you? You're so cute. Molly, you have been, I can't think of the word. Indispensable. He's nibbling on me. He's giving me love bites. We really do, don't we? Hi. You know, I talked to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different vets. I consulted with several vet techs, people in rescue, lots of people in rescue. I probably talked to 20 people about this, and hello, oh, where's my hand? I'm going to scoot a little closer so I'm not leaning over, okay? It was very uncomfortable. Hi. Alright, does anybody have questions now that I'm not staring at the ground and talking? I'm glad that I didn't make the announcement right after it happened because I basically cried for 3 hours. I think I'm cried out at this point. You are so handsome. Oh, we are definitely going to see a big change in Tux now. Uh-oh, where'd my hand go? Come here. Come closer. Come closer. Do you guys see those toes? Do you see those toes? Come closer. Over here. Over here. Come closer. Uh-oh, I got your toesies. Thank you. Oh, you're so handsome. Oh, stop. You gonna give me kisses now? What? Good boy. Good boy. Move my hand. Come here. Come on. Come on, Tux. Come on. Come on. Come on. He'll go up for adoption when he's ready. Good night, Molly. Enjoy it. Oh, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. You're so good. I just need to scoot this over a little so I can see. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at you, handsome. I am going to work on getting you something. Actually, we might not even need it. If I get this room cleaned up enough and all the hiding holes blocked off, you might get access to the whole room. Oh, love. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Audrey. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Oh, look at that belly. Look at your belly. Oh my goodness. Can I give you kisses yet? I know. What? That was too close. That was too close. You sniff me? What do you think? Hi. Muffins? Oh. Oh. Thank you, Gigi. Hi, Aria. I'm hoping I can give him window access at some point. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that. Um, but yeah. Hi. What do you think? Come on, sniff me. Come on. Hi. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. All right. Thanks, Jerrylyn. You can come in. Mike? Ugh. My eyes are itchy from all the crying. Ugh, I hate crying. Hi, handsome. I was able to use the remainder of the funds from the vet donations to do a private cremation, get a paw print and a nice cherry wood box to keep him in. So Ollie will be back. I'll do kind of a special something when it does come. Thank you, Erin. Oh, yeah, I've been running on 6 or less hours of sleep the last few, like, week and a half. No. Yeah, you're so handsome. So glad we get this nice long snuggle time. I won't pick you up this visit, but I'll pick you up on another visit, okay? Maybe after dinner. I'm gonna weigh him tonight, by the way, so if you want to guess his weight. Oh, you're so sweet. Hi. You know, I have something that might let you watch the birdies. I might bring that in. It's really trashy, though. Super trashy. I might have thrown it away already. But if not, I don't think Maya will mind if you use it. It's just as old as she is. Yeah. Oh, what a good boy. Oh. Oh, you're gonna hug my hand? Come here. Alright, I'll keep scritching you. Tried to pull my hand away and he grabbed it again. You gonna start talking to me again? Hmm? Okay, thanks, Penny. Here you go. Come here. Come closer. Come closer. Use your paws. I like your panda paws. Is that a warning? Come here. I will, Annie. Be gentle. Could somebody get a timestamp for me for the start of the talk? Then I'll save off the video. Come here. Yeah. Yeah. Come here. Come closer. Come closer, love. Aww. Thanks, Annie. As soon as Tux lets me have 2 hands back, I will do it. Oh, you're so handsome. You're really loving me up, aren't you? Hi. Hello. Yeah. You're so happy. Yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. Move my leg. Yeah. Come here. Oh, what a good boy. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Come here. Come. Oh, Taxi. Oh, Taxi. What was the name I was going to give you? What was that other name? Oh, Tux. Hi. Come here, Munchkin. Come here. Oh. Come here. Yeah. He's touching me. You're touching me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, did you touch me? You're so good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thank you, kisses. Alright. Tuxie, I need to go make dinner. To my brother's bed. Night, baby. Be back in a couple hours. I will. I'll be back soon. Okay? I have to be closer to the screen to save the video. You want to keep this blankie too? That'll be our special blankie for our special visit. Oh goodness. If we tuck this around, the ball is not going to roll around. So used to bringing towels in here with me. Be super scary. Okay. Well, just you wait. He's going to hiss at me while I climb out. This weekend I'm going to use the foam, put the rubber flooring in that Gigi sent. So then this will open a little more quietly. Hello. You're so handsome. You've not hissed at me yet. It's like, where are you going? Where are you going? Would you like your litter box back? Oh. There we go. I know. The obligatory is. I'm gonna give you some gushies later, okay? Hi, baby. You're so cute. Yes, you are. You're one handsome boy. There you go. Alright. I think I can lower this a little bit. Maybe not quite that. There we go. It's similar. It's gray. It'll be here next time you stop by. This feels good. Alright, so